Hi, this is Lee with learningwithlee.com. Today's lesson is navigation. Navigation, what does that do? It steers you in the right direction, right? It gets you where you're going, right? You need to get somewhere, use navigation. So we're going to go places today. Navigation, maybe that's the more technical term for what you would call a menu. Okay, we're going to make a menu today. So what does a menu do? It puts links on the page that will take you where you want to go. Now, it could link to a page off your site, but more often it's going to just take you to a different place on the site, right? So that's what we're going today, and we're going to use links and we're going to use IDs. So if you don't know what those are, go back to lessons 7 and 8. That's what we'll be using to move around the page. Now, think about this. Maybe you've seen links, say jump back to the top of the page, return to the top, or something like that. Like when you get to the bottom of a long page and you click on it, it doesn't open a new page, it just takes you up to the top of the page, right? Or something you've probably seen, like click here, it says reviews and it's a link, and you click on it, it doesn't open a new page, it just like scrolls down maybe farther on the page to show you the reviews, right? They were on the page, they're just in a different spot on the page, and that link takes you where you were going, the place you want to go to. Okay, so we're going to try that today. There is a navigation tag. It's NAV, nav. Okay, a little abbreviation for navigation. This is just an organizing tag. So you don't have to use it. The reason we use it is because your browser then knows that this is the menu. And you want it to know that, okay? There's something called accessibility. We want to make our website accessible to others. So someone who can't, like a blind person for one, like someone who's using the computer to read to them, the computer would know that this is the menu. Okay, so if they need to find something in the menu, it'll know what to read to them. All right, it doesn't hurt us to use nav for the tag there. So we do that. We do things like that to have the browser know what these things are that we're putting on the page. So we're going to make a link here. Let me come back to that actually. Just close it. Let's see, this is going to be destinations. Wait, this isn't destinations, this is menu. Sorry, typing and talking at the same time again. Think about what I'm doing here. Okay, so I'm setting up my menu. We'll just do a simple thing. We're just going to put 2 links on here for now. Say gallery. Maybe this will become the project I work on. We'll do a project in a few more lessons. You can pick your own topic. You don't have to use this for your topic. Let's see. So we're going to put some sections on our page. Let's make a div with the ID destinations, right? So do you see where we're going to link to? And we'll list some destinations. Let's see. There's some places I've lived there about 6 years or so. And let's see, lived here 6 years or so. Let's see, lived there for about 6 months. Where else? Poland, lived there just for a month. And I guess I'll just leave it at that for now. Let's actually let me just list another dozen countries I've been to, but you don't need to know all that right now. Okay, me just copy that in to make this longer because we're going to jump around the page, and so we need something to make it jump, right? If it's all just right there on the page, not going to have anywhere far to jump to. So let's give it some oomph there. Let's close that div, and then let's make another div that's ID gallery. All right, gallery there. We will do images next, so you can put pictures. If you have a gallery, you can put pictures in it. Okay, so we have these divs with IDs. Now we need to link to them. So I set this up just like a link. We have the opening, we have the closing, we have the word that's going to be the link, and then we have the hyperlink reference that we're going to refer to. Instead of a URL, instead of a web address, we're going to call the ID with the symbol pound. So pound destinations. Okay, I'm using a lowercase letter there. I used a lowercase letter here. Your browser sees these as different things. Okay, if I put a capital D here and a lowercase d here, it would not see it as the same thing. It'd be like, what's a destination? Where's that? That's not anywhere. They have to be the same. That's another a really good reason why you should always start things with a lowercase letter, like I told you to. Put your file name as lesson 9 with no spaces and a lowercase letter. If you just always use a lowercase letter when you're defining things like this, then you're not going to have that little teeny mistake that's really hard to find because it looks right, but it's often just a little way. Okay, so destinations in here, we'll use pound gallery. Hopefully we spelled that right. All right, so whenever something doesn't work, a lot of times it's just some little thing. Okay, so you want to check your spelling, check that capitalization. All right, I think I'm going to put in here some of that Latin, just because I was talking about it with the jump down the page. And if there's nowhere to jump because it's all just right there on the page, then that's not going to be so helpful to us. We want it to jump. I want to show you it jumping. So let's just put in a bunch of text there. So filled in my paragraph. All right, I'm going to save it and let's look at it and see what we've done. Okay, menu. All right, we didn't tell it to list it up and down. We could have used our list, an ordered list or an unordered list, OL or UL tags, to put these up and down from each other. When we do our design coding, we'll be able to tell it to list it up and down. But a lot of times a menu goes across in like tabs, right? Across the top of the page. So let's see what happens when we click on this. Destinations, it jumped us to there, jumped us to the top of that, right? In gallery, it's going to jump us, I can't really do anything, right? Gallery's down here at the bottom of the page, so that wasn't very good. Okay, so there you go, it jumps. So you can probably make this more interesting, right? Let's, that didn't look so good. Let's add some headings so we can see better what's happening. I should have done that, huh? H2, destinations. H2. Let's put gallery down here. H2, gallery. All right, let's look at it again. And I can just go ahead and throw in this paragraph down the bottom of the page too. just to put some more on the page to help you see it move more. Let's try that. I'm going to hit Control S and then just reload the page. All right, destinations, gallery. All right, here we go. Let's see what happens. Destinations is at the top of the page. When we click that, and then gallery. Okay, now it moved it up as far as it could. There wasn't anything more on the page there. Just for fun, let's paste in that paragraph a few more times. We're going to see this jump around. Control S, reload. Did I save it? Okay, reload. So it's at the, okay, watch. When I push reload, it wasn't doing anything. Why? Because look, it's telling it the link changed at the top of the page. It's telling it to go to gallery. I didn't type that in, but we told it go to gallery, right? Pound gallery. That's what we typed in. It added that onto the link, because we didn't give it a link. It added that on, and that's what that part of the page is called. All right, I can get rid of this, and we'll go to the top of the page, jump down. There it says gallery. And then here, if I click on destinations, it changes to destinations and puts destinations there. So that's how you navigate around your page using links and IDs. See you next lesson.